All right, winter storm warnings north of Durango and Pagosa Springs over the weekend, where we're likely to see 8 to 16 inches of additional snow. Here across the east slopes of the northern mountains, we have a wind advisory in effect for tomorrow for gusts up to 50 miles an hour out there. But we will see warming temperatures, and as you get up into the east mountains as well, some gusty winds too. But thankfully, we won't have the brutally cold temps. As far as cloud cover goes, there's a little bit of it across southwestern New Mexico now. We're at 31 degrees. East-southeast winds at 7 miles an hour across the north. Temperatures 20s and 30s. Down to the south, 30s and 40s. Looking at the satellite radar here, a ton of moisture going into California, Utah, Colorado over the weekend, but not here in New Mexico, at least through the weekend. Now, as we get beyond the weekend, it gets more interesting. So look for the slight chance at a snow shower across the northern mountains over the next couple of days. But more than anything else, partly cloudy skies, some occasionally gusty winds up north, and warming temperatures. Then we get ready for one more storm here headed in our direction coming up by Monday, especially late in the day and into Tuesday. Now, right now, models have these things going a couple of different tracks, really. One sends it through the southern portion of the state, which would be decent to get some snow going across a decent portion of New Mexico, at least in a scattered fashion. And then a second model says, wait a minute, it's going to go a little farther to the south, less of a factor. We'll nail that down over the weekend and have full details for you as we head out of the weekend. But boy, we may have the return of an old friend, El Nino. Is this a possibility? Well, we looked at some of the latest information on this, and we've had neutral conditions across the Pacific here to slightly cooler than average conditions for the past really couple of years, which goes back to a La Nina as well. Well, now there's some indication that all that warm water pooling in the western Pacific could end up working its way toward us, and at least in a way that it impacts us coming up late into the spring and maybe even into next winter. Not a sure thing yet by any stretch, but when we get those warmer temps in the Pacific, they tend to help us get an El Nino, and when that happens, we tend to see a lot more precip here across the southwest. Now, it's nothing I jump onto yet, but just realize some of the models are starting to say, wait a minute, we may end up seeing things change a little bit coming up late in the spring and into the summer. Fingers crossed on that. 30s and 40s across southern Colorado. Partly cloudy, a snow shower, and of course a lot of snow up around, say, DMR and areas north of there up towards Silverton. Meanwhile, out around the northwest, temperatures here 40s and 50s. Partly cloudy, west winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Chance at a snow shower by Monday. Meanwhile, over to the southwest, looks pretty good here. 40s and 50s over the weekend. Lots of sunshine on the way, all the way to 62 by Sunday. Over to the southeast, mostly sunny skies here. West winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, and temperatures in the low 70s, eventually high 70s by Sunday. 40s, 50s, and 60s across the northeast. But again, we have got some very gusty winds, and gusty winds over the northern mountains for tomorrow. Spot snow shower possible. Better chances by, say, Tuesday. 49 Cedar Crest, 52 Edgewood. Again, gusty winds in the east mountains. And here in the metro area, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the 50s. Your extended forecast looks good through the weekend. Chance at a shower by Tuesday.